He held my bicycle when I was scared. He worked in silence so I could study in peace. He sold his comfort so I could buy my dream. This is the story of a father who never said he was tired.
He never said he was tired. When Ian was 5 years old, he believed his Baba was the strongest man in the world. Every evening, Baba returned home from work with dust on his clothes and deep tiredness hidden behind his smile. But Ian never saw the tiredness. He only saw love. "Baba, cycle!" little Ian would shout. No matter how exhausted he was, Baba would quickly wash his hands and run behind the small red bicycle, holding it gently from the back, making sure his son never fell. "Don't leave me," Ian would cry while trying to balance. "I am right here," Baba would say softly, even when his legs were hurting from a long day's work. Years passed. Ian grew taller, stronger, and his dreams grew bigger too. School expenses became heavier. To support his son's education, Baba started working extra hours, sometimes double shifts, sometimes late nights. Their old house had a noisy fan that struggled to cool the summer heat, but Baba never bought a new one. One day, he came home holding a new set of books. "For me?" Ian asked in surprise. "For your future," Baba said with a tired but proud smile. That night, while Ian slept peacefully under the noisy fan, Baba stayed awake, wiping sweat from his forehead and smiling in the darkness. When Ian entered college, the fees were very high. One afternoon he asked, "Baba, where is your old watch?" Baba smiled lightly. It stopped working. But Ian later discovered the truth. The watch hadn't stopped. It had been sold, along with many other small things. Baba had sold his warm winter coat, his comfortable chair, and even his favorite smartphone, all quietly exchanged for Ian's education. Baba never complained. He never said, "I am tired." He only said, "Study well and become successful." Years later, Ian graduated with honors and found a good job in the city. The first salary he received felt heavier than money. It felt like responsibility. He returned home that weekend. Baba looked older now. His hair was almost completely white. The hands that once held the bicycle were now slightly weak while holding a cup of tea. "Baba, you should rest more," Ian said gently. "I rest when I see you happy," Baba replied with a peaceful smile. One evening, Ian came home with a small truck. Baba looked confused. "What is this?" Ian helped him walk outside. The old, noisy fan inside the house was gone. The broken chair was replaced. The walls were freshly painted, and in the living room stood a soft, comfortable recliner chair. "For you, Baba," Ian said quietly. Baba touched the chair slowly, almost afraid it might disappear. "I'm fine with the old one," he said. "I know," Ian replied, holding his hand, "but I'm not fine seeing you uncomfortable anymore." Days passed. Ian made sure Baba never went alone for medical checkups. He learned to cook his father's favorite meals. He placed pillows behind Baba's back when he rested. He massaged the tired legs that once ran behind his bicycle. One night, Baba looked at him and asked, "When did you grow up so much?" Ian smiled. "The day you ran behind my bicycle." Baba's eyes slowly filled with tears, the tears he had hidden for years. "You don't have to do all this," Baba whispered. Ian held his hand tightly. "You spent your whole life making sure I never fell. Now it is my turn to take care of you." Life became peaceful after that. Morning tea together, slow evening walks in the garden, laughter while remembering old memories. The father who once sacrificed comfort now rested without worry. The son who needed protection now stood beside him like a shield. They did not need expensive things, they only needed each other. And in that small home filled with love, they lived happily, not because life was perfect, but because their hearts were.